So basically the purpose of this introduction, this presentation is to give you an update of what the Department of Public Works has been working on for months, which is a calendar on recycling. And this project began in January 2014, and it's scheduled to be sent out to residents in November 2014 of this year. We have been in the process of designing this calendar, as you'll see later on in the presentation. This is basically a public awareness campaign. It's basically as a way to increase awareness among residents in Keene so they can recycle more and see the benefits of recycling as well. So everyone here might ask a question, why did we choose to use a calendar instead of anything else? We could have used a poster, we could have used a brochure, but we decided to use a calendar for some of these reasons. One of them is that a calendar is a tool that everyone uses on a day-to-day basis. And this is a long-term project, a year tool that they can use from January to December to mark on their doctor's appointments, to mark on their interviews, and so on and so forth. But it also holds some of the most important information about recycling. If they need anything to know how to dispose of medical needles, that information is on there. If they want to know how to dispose of hazardous waste, that information is there. If they want to find out when the facility, Keene recycling facility is open, they know the number to call, they know the days that the facility is open. So this is a very great tool that everyone here in Keene will be able to access. Having said that, this is an education campaign, and instead of targeting, for instance, a very small audience, we're actually targeting a wider audience, because everyone in Keene and residents will have this calendar at their doorstep, and they'll have this information. So it's a way of encouraging those that don't recycle on a daily basis to recycle more. And the last time this project was done was like 15 years ago. The first one was done in 1997, the second calendar was done in 1998, and the last one that was done in 1999. And this was a great tool of revamping up this project and increasing awareness around the city. So this is some of the sample months that how the calendar will look like. As you all can see, it has information on the right and the left. Basically tells us what products, for instance, we are accepting and those that we're not accepting at the, let it be a curbside recycling or the Keene Facility Recycling Center. So it gives you all the details that you need to know about paper recycling, for instance, how paper is turned into other products that we use on a day-to-day basis. It gives you how much recycled last year compared to 2012, and how many trees, for instance, that saved us from recycling paper. So it's a very educational tool, but you can see it also has some details, for instance, some of the dates, you know, like the big holidays on there, the full moon, when the full moon is out, so on and so forth. This is another brief snapshot of another month, which is April, where we are looking at hazardous waste, which is a very important part of waste management in this town and everywhere else. So this, for instance, gives you information what you should throw away. For instance, if I want to throw away fireworks, I know that I can take that to the fire department. If I want to throw away cooking oil, I know I can bring that to the Keene facility for recycling. So it gives us information. Someone will be able to turn up the calendar on this month and say, oh, I want to find out how to dispose of this. They'll have that information just in their living room or their fridge, wherever they put their calendar, just ready for them to use. And this is another, we just picked up some of the months. We weren't able to put everything on there for the interest of time. So this is about composting, and it actually gives you very basic instructions on how to compost. So whoever doesn't know how to compost has no excuse not to compost, because everything is on there. They can look at that and follow the instructions, and even find where to get the composting bin, which is actually which is offered by the Keene Recycling Facility, and the prices are there as well. So basically, the budget of this project is estimated to cost $12,994, and of that amount, Waste Management has contributed $5,000, And so this is just a snapshot of the entire budget for the project. And there is a summary of the costs that are going to be covered on this budget. So to continue to get the prices, we went through some of the processes, which was getting price quotations from local vendors. And this covered printing costs, which is the main part of this calendar, as well as postage when the calendar is done. And in this cost, we considered the lowest possible price we could find. If you look on the right-hand side, you can see a snapshot of the local vendors that we